My name is Chikky Sirish. My early years were filled with magic and wonder, just as any other child perhaps, but a little bit more. I always felt that the universe was talking to me. I didn't know to call it the universe back then, but I found wonder and magic in a blade of grass, in seeds, in flowers, in plants, in the mud. I was always very eager to be in constant touch with that energy. Again, I didn't know it was energy, but then, as I grew up, I discovered flow. It's always there in nature. I mean, now I see it everywhere, but when you actually see the dynamics of flow in life, in a society, in a community, and it's just so seamlessly going by, no matter where or what that person is doing is what I call flow, right? I saw flow in everything, and when you see it somewhere else outside of you, it's so much easier for you to learn and apply it within you. And I think this is something that us humans are great at doing, because we observe and we learn. And it helped me choose the path that I chose. So as life would have had it, I did have my fair share of challenges, and there came a point in my late 30s when I found myself stuck at crossroads, and my flow got a little redirected for some time, which is also beautiful learning, because relationships also are something where it's like a good school for us on a spiritual level. It was to my benefit because it helped me in my later years in life. Why does a person need to heal? The word to heal actually means to repair or to fix, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all need to do that in order to be, even more spectacular selves. For a long time, I think it was daunting for people, because what does this healing entail? Well, first of all, we are creatures that are constantly healing ourselves, right? Our body knows to do it, and it's constantly doing it, and it does a beautiful job at it too. Encouraging that internal regeneration, whether it be of body or of mind. When we're living our modern lives, we don't realize that we cut out so much of beautiful stimulus from the world around us, and one of it is the vibrations from nature, right? And I don't even mean the sounds. It's first of all amazing when you walk through by the ocean, and you're hearing the ocean, when you hear birds chirping, when you hear rustling of the leaves, when you hear the crunching of dried leaves when you're walking. I mean, this is all magical sounds that are so innate to our being, right? So healing could be at two levels. First, it could be at a very physical level, which is you feel it in your body. So you may feel more energized. If you had certain pains and aches, they can be addressed, because sound vibrations are such that they can be targeted to those areas in your body where there is pain. And on a more energetic or spiritual level, you feel it in your mind, because you feel suddenly refreshed. You feel suddenly clarity. You might have been having something that you've been thinking about for a long time and not finding resolution, and all of a sudden, in a snap, you have that resolution, because your mind has come to that almost meditative state. And that's what sound does. The way sound healing works is that the vibrations that the bowls are emitting, it kind of brings our own brain frequencies to the same resonance to the pure frequencies of the bowls, right? So our brains are constantly giving off frequencies, and right now we're all at this level of beta frequency, right? So it's an alert, aware kind of a stage that we're at. And alpha would be the very next level, where it's a little more relaxed, and there's a high alpha and a low alpha. Low alpha being when you're a little calm, you're not thinking thoughts, you close your eyes and automatically go into low alpha. A low alpha would be when we close our eyes, we immediately are a little more relaxed because we're shutting out the sensory input of vision. And a high alpha would be an even more deep, relaxed state. The next state would be theta. And theta is where you are at a very relaxed state. And it's that we actually naturally go into theta every day twice. Once in the morning when we're just about to wake up, but we haven't fully awakened yet. So it's that in between sleep and wakefulness. And again at night, just before we fall asleep. So it's kind of a dreamlike state, but you are aware. So our body does this naturally, and in meditative states, we seek to get into that theta state. And during a sound healing session, one essentially will eventually go into, spikes of theta and in and out of theta to high alpha to theta, sometimes delta, which is deep sleep. People who have meditated on a more or less regular basis will find that they can easily go into another frequency, which is called gamma or flow. This is where flow happens. Even an artist, when they're in that completely immersive state, when they feel like there's something divine going through them, and they're in an absolute state of flow, can also be reached when we are in a state of deep meditation. And so these are the different frequencies that our brain exhibits, and we seek with sound healing to take us into the more relaxed states. It's in these states of theta, and especially essentially theta frequency, that you do a lot of regeneration, right? So you help to kind of revitalize your body as well as your mind. So it's in these short bursts of going deep within that state of relaxation that you actually bring out those bursts of effervescence, if you want to call it that. To take you through a sound journey, which essentially means that we're going to be activating every energy center in our body, which is also known as a chakra. And by activating the energy center, we are activating certain glands that go along with that center, certain hormones that are relevant to that center, certain emotions that are relevant to that center, and it just creates a sense of well-being and connectedness and oneness. So with each sound, we're going to be activating a certain center, and what we're going to do is we're going to be concentrating on first our heart center, and we begin by focusing inwards and connecting to Mother Earth and to the root within us that connects us to Mother Earth. We now connect to that center, our solar plexus, to our power, our self, to our individuality, that which makes us who we are. And now we connect to our heart center, to love, pure love, and divine love. We move upwards to our throat chakra, that energy center of self-expression. And we move further upward to our third eye, intuition, connecting us to our more spirit self. And finally, taking us to our crown center, that which connects us to all of creation, again to everything and to nothing.